like so. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Eric, and today it's really cold in this garage. Well, it's only minus 5 outside, so I got 12 degrees in here now. I mean, I got electrical radiators, but I'm a cheap bastard. Electricity is really expensive these days, so I'm not keeping any direct heat in here. Not because my air-to-air heat pump is broke down, so I'm not doing much in the garage right now when it's so cold. But this video we're gonna do the headlights, and what are we gonna do with those? Yeah, the factory adjusters, they're broke, and this sells as one part. You can't buy anything loose. This is one part, and you can't get them anymore. They're discontinued. I searched all over the internet for hours and hours all over the world, but nobody can get them. So I put an ad out in the Facebook marketplace, and I got a guy from about an hour drive from here in another city. He could do them on his 3D printer. So I got this this week. So let's try to put this together. And these are made a little bit stronger, and the material is really strong, because I tried to use a file to clean them up a little bit, and they're really hard to file on. So that plastic is probably gonna be strong enough. So let's try to put this together and see if we can get it to work. So to be able to replace these, I mean, you adjust it like this, but to be able to replace this, we gotta take this adjuster knob, or what you call it, we gotta take that off first. So let's do that. I'm going to do it a little bit more space here. And you don't tighten this very hard. It's supposed to be able to slide in there. And you just do it like this. And there we go. Now we got that head off, and we can I'm using aluminum jaws here, not to damage any threads or anything. So this is 28 years old and so brittle. So look, it cracks for nothing. So I really needed a new one of these. So I can put this one on. I'm going to clean this up first. Like so. Put this one of this new one on here. And he printed this with the M6 thread inside. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I haven't done any 3D printing, but I had no idea you could print an M3 thread inside this thing. That's one. I'll do the other one outside the camera, off camera. Okay, so I put the new ones on here, and now we're going to put this back, the top one. And I always put it back the same way I took it off, so you can see there's mark on this side. That means that it goes down, and there's no mark here, so that's the top side. So from the beginning I thought I had to glue this, but it doesn't seem like that. You put it in the vise, and just like so, and it's on there. It's not coming anywhere. And even if it would come loose, you can just put some epoxy glue on it later on and put it back on. But I think with later on, with the heat from the engine and the sun and stuff, this is gonna kind of melt in here, so it's gonna be stuck forever. That's it. Let's start putting this together. So let's start with putting these two on the reflector. And I try to modernize this a little bit. So I painted this flat black, and inside the housing too, because this part you can see it through the glass and it was gray, so I wanted this to not show so much. So we'll see what it looks like when we put it all together. But let's start with these two. The one with the ball, it goes here, so, and this one goes like this, and it's on there. So let's put this one in the housing, and we gotta line up this. It's easier to get it in. It's triple. So we do this top one first, and then the lower one. And there's a third point up here that you just click it in here, like so. And then we do on these ones. So these new triangle things here, them you have to turn them to lock them in place. Like so. That's so you can turn this one without this whole thing moving. It's stuck there now. Do the same thing on the other side, which is a little trickier because it's not as much room on this side, but I think it's going to work anyway. There. go. And unfortunately, I don't know if you can see this, but it's some chrome missing here. Because I started to put masking tape, the blue one, that's for painting and stuff. Put the masking tape here, and it peeled off the chrome layer right away. So all this flat black here, I had to do that with a paintbrush. So let's get the gasket and the glass, put it together. So we have the glass and the gasket. Start with the gasket. I like these old cars where you can take the glass off and you can replace the glass, the reflector and the gasket. Now this is so old, so it's hard to get parts for it, but I mean 10-15 years ago, if you had one of these and you cracked the glass with a rock or something, you didn't have to buy a whole new headlight assembly. You just get the glass and replace it. Compared to today's headlights assembly, that's all plastic and completely sealed. Oh, that was some grease from the rag. So there's the glass. So let's put one clip on the top first. You always, these clips, you always start on the glass side. You never start in the back. And then we take the bottom one. Let's see if I can get this in here without a tool, but I'm going to take a small screwdriver anyway, makes it easier. Like so. And we can do the rest of them under the bottom side. Slippery motherfucker. That one got a little bit too much on the side. If you got weak fingers, you can use a small screwdriver to put them on here. Put in this hole and bend it over. So let's do a top one. But you know, I'm a Viking, so I just use my thumb. One on this side. And the last one on this side. Like so. And let's put the park light lamp holder in here. So, and I'm using some tape here because I don't want any dust or debris inside this one now when I cleaned it. Put the lid on. And lastly, piece of tape here too. Keep the dust and dirt out of this headlight. And there it is, finished. So how did it turn out? Let's look, see what they look like. Like so. I don't know if you can tell the black I painted, but that's something that nobody's going to notice unless they know that it's not supposed to be painted in there. So it kind of makes it a little different look. But finally, my headlight adjusters are finally done. I spent a lot of time on the internet trying to find those. And I want to say a huge thank you to a guy in Skellefteå. I'm not going to name him in this video, but he knows who he is. Huge thank you to him that made this possible for me. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. I don't know what it's going to be. So subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.